how's it going? My name's Joe, and today I'd like to talk to you about donating to charities in general, and specifically about donating to Toys for Tots. Now it seems like most YouTube videos and a lot of podcasts that I listen to all begin and end the same way, with someone asking me for money. I don't have a Patreon account, I'm not going to have one, I've never asked you for any money, and I never will. That's my promise to you. Now I feel like if at the end of the month, after you've taken care of yourself and your loved ones, if you still have some money left over that you feel like donating, you should donate that money to someone who is in actual need as opposed to a YouTuber or a podcaster. There are many reputable charities out there, but I suggest you do your research to make sure that the money and goods that you donate actually make it to the hands of the people who need them. Since I collect toys and action figures, one of the charities that I like to donate to the most is Toys for Tots. And over the course of the year, while I'm picking up things for my collection, I'll find a really good deal on something, or sometimes I just see a toy and I go, wow, that's really cool, I think I would have enjoyed that when I was a kid. I'll pick those things up and hang on to them until the end of the year to donate. So let's take a look at some of the things that I picked up to donate, and hopefully you'll be inspired to buy some toys, to donate to Toys for Tots, to help some kid in need this Christmas. Cheers. Okay, so first off is the Jada Nano Scene Batcave playset. I actually bought one of these playsets for myself a year or two ago when they first came out, and there's a review of this Batcave playset on my channel if you're interested in checking it out in more detail. But the bottom line is that I think this is really good quality. I've had a lot of fun with mine, and I would have absolutely loved something like this when I was a kid. The original retail price for these was $20 to $25 depending on where you bought it. But I found this one on clearance at Target for $10. I think that's a real bargain for something as cool as this is. This Batcave has a light-up feature. It comes with 2 die-cast metal figurines of Batman and Robin, and I used mine to display some of my die-cast Bat vehicles on and around. I like this so much that I bought a second one to give to a friend of mine's kid for Christmas last year. I also picked up this 10-pack and these 2 5-packs of the die-cast nano metal figs, so that the kid who gets this will have some other characters from the Justice League and some villains for them to fight in the Batcave. I paid $5 for this set, and I think these two were $2.50 each. Next up is the Resistance A-Wing fighter from Star Wars The Last Jedi, and a single-carded R2-D2 figure that I bought yesterday at Five Below. This is the A-Wing fighter that I bought for my Star Wars collection either late last year or early this year. It has retractable landing gear, spring-loaded missile launchers, a cockpit that opens up and fits the pilot that comes with it, and I particularly like the paint detail and the color scheme of this vehicle. I'm not sure if it was worth the $30 that I paid for mine, but $5 is a great deal for this. Five Below also sells some of the basic carded figures, and they aren't as big a bargain as the ship was. These are $4 or $5 a piece, but everybody likes R2-D2. And I figured that even if the kid who gets this doesn't have any other Star Wars figures, they could pretend these two are going off on little adventures together. I like to think this could be some little boy or some little girl's gateway into Star Wars. Maybe they'll connect with the movies like I did. And hopefully there will still be people collecting Star Wars action figures long after I'm dead and gone. Here's a 1/15 scale DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future that I picked up at Target for $18. I've always been a huge Back to the Future fan. But when I was a kid, there were no toys like this available. In fact, I made a video a while back about toys I wish I would have had when I was a kid. And in that video, I take a really in-depth look at my DeLorean time machine that I bought years ago. These DeLorean time machines are both made by Diamond Select. And this one isn't exactly the same as the one I bought from Target. Mine is the Mr. Fusion version from Back to the Future Part 2. And it has the wheels that fold under to convert to hover mode. But aside from that, as far as I know, they're both exactly the same. These DeLorean time machines have light-up features, and I think they play something like 10 different sounds straight from the movie. I would have killed for something like this when I was a kid. And I get that this is more of a toy for people my age who grew up with Back to the Future. And Toys for Tots specifically asks for toys that are brand new in unopened packaging. But when I take this stuff in to donate, I'm going to include this DVD set of the Back to the Future trilogy, so that hopefully no matter who gets this for Christmas can watch these movies and have some kind of frame of reference for the toy. This is my old DVD set that I replaced with Blu-rays. The discs are all in pristine condition, and I figured most people will probably have a DVD player. So I put a little note on here asking that the people at Toys for Tots please include these DVDs with the DeLorean. And finally, here's a 12-inch Ant-Man figure that I bought on clearance at Target for $10. I think you press a button on his belt or move his arm or something, and his chest pops open and shoots out either this tiny Ant-Man figure or this little quantum ship so you can pretend he's traveling to the microverse. I know these kinds of toys aren't popular with collectors, but I think he looks really cool, and I think I would have had a lot of fun with this when I was a kid. You could even pretend this was Giant Man if you were using it with smaller scale figures. And here we have the MCU 10-year anniversary Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark 7 from the first Avengers movie. Marvel Legends is one of the main things I collect nowadays, and especially this year. Hasbro has produced a lot of Marvel Legends in 2018, and if I do a top 10 list, this Mark 7 Iron Man will definitely be on it somewhere. He comes with alternate hands, blast effects, and he's got these thrusters or whatever that pop open on his back that look really, really cool. I like this figure so much that I'm not even bent out of shape that I paid the full $25 price for mine and then found this one a month later for $12.50. Basically what I'm saying is that this is a badass Iron Man figure, and I'm sure any little kid who gets this for Christmas will really enjoy it. Alright, so altogether this stuff cost me about $75, which is nothing to sneeze at, but it's about the same amount of money I'd spend going out to dinner a few times or buying a few Marvel Legends figures for my collection. Also, buying stuff like this to donate could help clear the way at retail stores, so they might be more apt to restock with new stuff that you might be more interested in collecting. And if you collect stuff like this, then you must feel like, at least on some level, toys and action figures are an art form. And by donating to Toys for Tots, for instance, it's kind of like you're promoting your hobby to a new generation. I've been very fortunate in my life not to suffer a lot of hardships, and I'm by no means trying to put you on a guilt trip. But if you're in a position to do so, I would urge you to donate to a charity of your choice, maybe Toys for Tots. And hopefully some of these things will help someone who's less fortunate have a good Christmas this year. Okay, so this is a little confusing, but in order to find a donation drop-off site for Toys for Tots, go to www.toysfortots.org, click on Ways to Donate, scroll down to Donate Toys, select your state, mine is Missouri, select your location, then wave your cursor over Ways to Donate again, scroll down to Toy Drop-Off Sites, and this will give you the contact information and location of donation drop-off sites in your area. So I'll climb down from my soapbox now. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video, share it with your friends, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future. Until then, take care and happy holidays. Bye.